Me, your little boy, K. Samson. So you are highly welcome. You are highly welcome. You are highly welcome. You know what I'm saying? You are highly welcome. If today is your first time of joining us, don't forget to subscribe. You know what I'm saying? I have something special for us choosing ones today. It's your season to be remembered. You know what I'm saying? It's your season to be remembered. It has been long that I have not been able to come live due to it have been raining for too long. You know what I'm saying? So I have something authentic for you. If you are tuned to this video, that is to tell you that it's your season to receive what you have been seeking for. It's your time to receive that which you have been expecting for. The Bible says the earnest and expectations of the sons of God will never be cut short. And the Bible make me to understand that he disappointed the devices of the crafties, so that their hands will not carry out their enterprise. You know what I'm saying? So there is a reason why you are tuned to this video. It's not by mistake. Listen, it's not by mistake. You seeing this message on your phone, that is to tell you that something big is about to come. Something authentic, something unique is about to take place in your life. It does not matter what you have been struggling in years back, as long as you are not or you did not quit, there is something that you are about to be remembered for. In this season, God is about to turn your life around. The Bible says when the Lord took the captivities of Zion, they are like those in dreams. So it will just be like you are dreaming. It's about to happen. That door is about to happen. I don't care how many people up there who have tried or attempt to stop you, who have made up all their effort, put on all their effort to make sure they stop you from achieving what you have been hoping for. But I'm here to tell you, this is your turn. We are about to enter the last month of this year, which I am coming live directly on 25, also on crossover night. But you have to understand that is any expectation of you will never be cut short. And all glory be to God that you did not quit. There was something that I heard yesterday in one of my greatest motivator, the man that motivates me the most. He said majority of us have no idea how close we are to our destiny. Meaning that majority of people who have quitted yesterday thinking that it's too hard. This obstacle is too big. This thing is too hard. How will I do it? They have no idea how close they are to their goal. So that is why I'm so glad that you that is watching me, you refuse to quit. You refuse to give up. It's something so amazing that you are able to understand that this is your season. It does not matter what they have been saying. It does not matter what they have been plotting. It does not matter what the enemies have been sowing for too long. But all I'm here to tell you is that it's your season to be remembered. It's your season to step into your greatness. It's your season to do exploit. It's your season to elevate. It's your season to receive that which you have been asking God for too long. It's your season to enter into your promised land. What is that you have been looking for? Who is that tell you that you won't make it? Who is that stand as a what life? All I'm here to tell you is that it's your season to do what you have never done before. The earth you are standing will not rest until you do what? You succeed. Before I start a work today, there was a prayer that I made. So I carry the sound and the sword, and the sound and the sword. I made the prayer. I said, Lord, in this year that we are about to enter, and this remaining year, as long as the earth is the Lord, and no man up there that can deny the sword, And a food without a salt is tasteless. So everything about salt, everything that makes salt useful to us, and anything on earth that is productive, both the grasses, the trees, the olive, the crops, they all are produced by the ground. I carried that sound and I made a prophetic word. I say, so shall my life bring out uniqueness. So shall my life bring out the best of it. And that is the same prayer I'm here to tell you. I don't care what you have been going through. I don't care what the enemies have done. I don't care who has spoke or what they have did or what they have done behind you. I come with the name of God of hosts. I know that majority of us have been following me for too long. You know, majority of us have been with me for too long. So I decide to make this prophetic word to you that is up there, that is watching me, that whatsoever that you have been going through, whatsoever that you have been passing through, as the earth cannot deny it, this is the sort. That's what I'm looking for. This is the sort, and this is the sound which I join together. And I'm here also with your faith and my faith. Let's collaborate together and make this prophetic word. The Bible says that the land was so barren that it was not useful. Everything was dying on earth for them. Nothing was growing. Their tree, their crops, nothing was growing. And Elijah ordered them and said, bring salt and water. Today, I know that majority of us have been asking God where and how long will it be. But I'm here to make this prophetic word with sand and water and salt. That whatsoever that you have been looking for, I don't care where you are, whether it is concrete or not concrete, as long as that concrete is also built on top of a sand on the ground, I decree today that whatsoever you put your hand, wherever you march, from today henceforth, even in next year, to the end of your life on earth, because all of us will go and do it and meet our Creator. But you will live as a testimony to others that as long as the earth will never refuse to be productive, nothing that is going to be able to withhold your greatness. Nothing that is going to be able to withhold your sources. Nothing on earth that is going to be able to stop you from growing. As long as no matter how bad the desert may be, it can also produce something meaningful. So as everything that have died, knowing and unknowingly, I decree there come to life. The Bible says in the book of Ezekiel 37 verse 5, it said, the Lord took Ezekiel to a place full of bone, and the Lord said to Ezekiel, can this bone rise again? And Ezekiel said, Lord, according to the word. And the Lord said, prophesy to this sound. And Ezekiel prophesies, and the bone came to flesh come together. I decree today, everything that is not productive in your life, everything that make you cry secretly while smiling publicly, I decree and I declare, may there be a solution. May the Lord God of hosts rewrite everything that make you think like this is not where you ought to be. May that God who doeth it for others, may that God who remove the tears of Anna and give him joy, may that the same God who give Esther a reason to celebrate and jubilate, may that the same God announce to you. As you march on the ground or on the concrete, on the floor, wherever you are right now, whether you are driving, whether you are in your office, in your home, I decree the earth will open and favor you. Heaven will open and favor you. Earth will not rest until you are favored. Heaven will not rest until you are favored. The Bible says Elisha took the salt and the water which he added to the salt, to which he add salt on. And the Bible says he took it, he said, go and spread it. And the same, according to his word, the land become fertile. It start to bring out the best that they expected. I decree and I declare, as I spread this salt and sound on this ground, wherever you are, you that is watching me, and as many that will watch me later, I decree wherever you step your leg, where other people find it easy to make, where other people find it easy to succeed, you will succeed. When other people are complaining, you will say, oh, it is easy. When other people are saying it's hard to gain, it's hard to succeed, it's hard to get, it will be easier for you. The door that other people were not able to do or to open, you will be the first to open it. Whatsoever that your family where no one were able to attain, that level that no one was able to attain, you will be the first to break that record in the name of Jesus Christ. I don't care what the enemies have done, but I spread this soil on this ground. I decree, so shall, as long as no man can count the salt and the sound, as long as no man can count it, no one on earth will be able to count your greatness. As I spread it, I spread favor abundantly. I spread good news abundantly. I spread uniqueness abundantly. I spread it in the east, north, west, and south. In the name of Jesus Christ, I decree, so shall it be. For in Jesus' name I pray thee. Amen. So, it's me, your little boy, Samson. Listen, it does not matter what the enemies have done, the earth will favor you. You know what I'm saying? Because the truth is that majority of people today who have quit their dream, their purpose, they have no idea how close they are to their dream. They have no idea how close they are to their manifestation. You know, I tell one of my friends that started up a YouTube with us, there were up to 4 people. I tell them, this is not the time to think of giving up. This is not the time to think of quitting. This is not the time to think of whether it is productive or not. Because sometimes the greatest thing on earth, that thing that will bring out the best in you, will always take time. That is why if you look at where I am today now, we are planting what? Let me show you. We are planting what? We are planting onions. Then these onions can take 3 to 4 months. What does that mean is that anything that will bring out the best in you will always take time. That is why you need to understand that when a man without patience may end up not achieving his purpose. So, oh my brother, may God bless you. May God bless you. Thank you very much. I truly appreciate, Queen. I truly appreciate. May the Lord bless you. May the Lord bless you. So, listen, there is a reason why God wants us to have this patience with Him, because He knows that He is capable of doing it. And many of us think that we need it. Let's just get it easy. But the main truth is that God accurately, in His own doing, there is no mistake. There is no mistake in what God does. I can remember when I was homeless, all my expectation was, when will this my homeless of 18 pass? When will this mocking? People were mocking me. I was so angry with them myself. I said, how long will I be mocked? How long will this situation be like this? How long will I be crying? How long will I be expecting help? Oh my God, this is the end of my life. No mother, no father, no help. Oh my God, I cried day and night. I shed tears. I was so pissed off within myself. I was just like, is this the way I will end? Is it the way it will be? But I come to understand that out of that homeless, there is something to learn about. There is something to talk about. Today now, what make me become homeless? When I still see all those things, I laughed. Why? Because affliction will not rise for the second times. Because I was too nice, too kind to understand lies and real. So what am I trying to say is that it does not matter what you are going through. There is a season for everything. There is a time for everything, brothers. You will be remembered. That is why sometimes many of us will be like, does that mean God have forgotten us? What is our offense? What is that we have done? What is the reason why our business are not growing the way we want it? We want our business to grow within 2 months. We want our business to grow within 3 months. We want our business to be pumping out within 6 months. But that is not the ways of God. Because trust me, you may be thinking, I want this thing to come fast. But God do it in a slow way that bring out the best of it. God will not give you a blessing that you will gain today and tomorrow you will go back to where you do used to be. No, God will give you that thing that will last forever. That thing that will make your life balance. That thing that will recreate. That thing that will make your life so adorable. That is why if you are up there, it does not matter what you are going through. It does not matter what you are doing now. Maybe the thing is not what it's not giving you what you want right now. Don't quit it. That is why I tell you, if you are tuned to this video, there is something that God is about to tell you. There is something that you are about to hear. It's not about it's not about how good, it is how well. It's not about how fast you reach your joining. It is how well it is. Because many of us, it's just like when I started this my YouTube in year 2019. So there was one of my friends who was like mocking me because I do used to go around snap pictures. Those time I don't do like I don't have that. I have not grown to that point of discovering my purpose. So what I do used to do is that I would just go to where they wash car. If you watch my video, if you go back to my former videos, you're going to understand. I will just go to where they wash car or where people are dancing in the garden like that. I'll be snapping myself picture. Sometimes I will just be talking. Sometimes I will just be doing all those things. So one of my friends tell me, he said, can't you don't know that if it is me, anything that will not give me a huge money within 6 months, I will quit it. I look at it. I said, no, this is the voice of the devil. Because many of us think that all those things that we are doing that is not going well right, and that means it will not go well. The truth is that a time will come where you will look at your back, you will say, oh, I thank God I refuse to quit. I thank God I refuse to give up. I thank God I refuse not to listen to the voice of the devil that is speaking through my friends. I thank God that I refuse to listen to the voice of the devil that is speaking through people who I call my friends. I thank God that I am not able to to understand or listen to them, because sometimes when devil figure out where God is taking you to, he will use your enemy to make sure he stop you or he make you wait, because devil is a time killer. Devil himself is a time killer. So in order for you to keep going, whether small or whether big, whether small, devil will use some people around you to make you feel like, this is not the right path. This is not the right this. This is not that. But the main truth is that there is no shortcut to greatness. There is no shortcut to any purpose. So everything you are doing, you have to understand that there is a lot of people around you who are investigating you, who are like stalking your sources. There are a lot of people today who are wondering, how do you get where you are? You may be thinking that they are happy, so if they are not able to stop you spiritually, they will come physically. God, that is what I tell all of my friends. I say, you are thinking that you this thing you are doing, this place, this job you have now, there is no money in this place. I don't like my job. I don't love this. This my job is too stressful. This my job. I work from month to month, but nothing to talk about. I said, you are complaining now, but trust me, there are people secretly who are earnestly waiting for you to lose that job. That is why I am encouraging everyone under the sound of my voice, whatsoever you are doing now, if you have not found the big one, hold the small one. There's something that my daddy used to tell me those days. My dad will carry a bottle of water like this and tell me, Samson, if you are able to fill this place, in a time to come, you will be able to feed rich here. Meaning that if you have patience, you are able to get a job like this. A time will come when God will look at how you are able to handle the small he give you. He will add it. When God realized that, you are no longer in this level, now you are grateful for what he has given you. Despite of the fact that a lot of your friends have grown to this point, God will say, no, I have been waiting for too long. Let me add a little. He will add to this point. When God look at it, yes, 2 months, 3 months, 1 year, and he's still what? He's still comfortable with this, and he's still pushing up. He refused to go down. He refused to quit. God will add it to this point. This is how life goes. But majority of us don't understand. Sometimes I do used to ask my dad, what is the meaning of all this parable you always do or tell me? Because when I was a kid, it's difficult for me to understand it. He said, when you grow out, when you grow up, you will understand what better. You get what I'm saying? He always make this parable. So when I start to live by myself, I understand the fact that life is not about how come, it is how well. Because many of us are blessed. Forget about everything. You as a choosing, when you look at your life, you know accurately that you are blessed. You know that there is a reason why people are stalking you. There is a reason why people are hating you. There is a reason why everything about you annoys them. There is a big reason why it looks like you are always the fault. There is a big reason why it looks like you are hurting them too much, even without you saying a single word. Because they hate the fact that they are not like you. So that is why everything and anything you are doing, hold it tight. Forget about the people who will tell you, this thing that I'm doing is not grateful, it's not useful, it's not nice, this thing is too small. But the Bible says the little beginning may be small, but the latter end will expand. This is what many people will not tell you, that in time to come you will become great. This is what the Lord, think about it. Let's just be realistic. Let's use David as an example. When King Saul was selecting people for battle, David was left in a home. David was left to take domestic stuff, to be handling domestic things, to be taking care of cow, animals, etc., all kinds. That is where he was able to identify how to kill a bull. So what does that mean is that, why am I going there? David did not undergrade the fact that they left him as nobody. I repeat, David did not regret the fact that they leave him at home, that they didn't appreciate him, or they didn't accept him, or they didn't select him as a man to fight the battle, because they see him as a lesser. They see him as someone that cannot fight, battle. But that is why you need to understand that the Bible also makes us to understand that those things that make nothing, those things that are not relevant to men's eyes, are those things that God used to make something big. Meaning that those things that we see as something that is not great, that is too small, that is what God always blesses. Look at the life of David. David was total, even when King Saul, even when Samuel come to anoint David, David was not there. He was at what? In the bush. David was in the bush taking care of animals. The brothers were at home chilling, celebrating, jubilating. But David did not undergrade the grace he carried. David did not regret the fact that he was this or that, not to believe what he is capable of doing. Because he understands that it's not by might, neither is it by strength, but it is by the Spirit of the Lord, says the Lord of hosts. Because we are not moved by what we wear, we are moved by what we do, what dwelleth in us. That is what many people don't understand, that out of nothing we are created as a choosing to become somebody. That no matter the storm that we are going through today, no matter the level where we are today, no matter what you are going through today, it does not matter who reject you, how long you have been rejecting, how long people have been disappointing you. It does not matter how long people have been disappointing you, or how long people have been rejecting you, or how long you have been facing that problem. All that matters to God is that you refuse to quit. Because there is something big ahead of you that you may not be aware. There is something authentic that you may not know that God is preparing for you. It's just like that was last night when I was in a dream. So I appear in a place where we were walking. We were many in that place. It's just like the same company where I work. So inside that dream, we were walking in a big place. So it looked like there is another step. It's just like the step is like 1, 2, 3, 4. So I in that dream I saw 3 kids, a bit 2 kids. They were like little, but they were able to climb the step. So when I was trying to climb that step, I look it. It looked like there was a roof that they used to do to cover it, that I may not be able to get to that place. So when I climbed the roof, in order for me to jump to the other side, to cross to the other side, the roof become a barrier. But all glory be to God that I was able to use my back to bend the roof and do it and enter. So what am I trying to say is that, what does that mean? Step simply means step by step. But many of us today, we are not able to understand that it's not by how fast you are. It is about what you learn in the process of you growing. That is why sometimes when some people fail, people see them as a failure. Not knowing that failing does not mean you are a failure. Quitting simply means you are a failure. You know what I'm saying? So that is why many of us should not be annoyed when we fail. Many of us should not be annoyed when things are going wrong. Many of us should not be like, this is not what I expect. I expect never to see this. I expect never to see delay. Because there's sometimes that delay you call delay may be your declaration for your greatness. Because sometimes when God is about to bless a man, he causes confusion so that people will reject you, so that you will end up being appointed. Sometimes when God is about to elevate you, when God is about to take you to where you thought you wouldn't be able to be, God will have to make people to disappoint you in order for you to be appointed. That's why you need to understand that it's not about you being the tail, but you have to understand that people who were at top now were once at the tail. So the tail will soon become the head. The last will soon become the first. So it does not matter what people are saying. It does not matter who concluded you. Tell them that it's not yet over. It does not matter who tell you will fail, but tell them it's not yet over. It does not matter what they are calling you. Tell them it's not yet over. It does not matter what they are thinking about you. Tell them that God is not yet done with you. Yes, God is not done. Let them know that God is not yet done. You are on the process. It's just like God is processing your life. It does not matter what they are saying. It does not matter who is speaking. There is something in you that will shock the world. There is something in you that God is about to use to recreate and change some certain things. That is why the Bible says, who is that speaketh? And it shall come to pass when the Lord our God have not commanded. So it does not matter what people are saying or what they are going around spreading. All that matter is that you are called for greatness. All that matter is that God will not do what? God will not allow the enemies to overthrow you. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through God, pulling down the strongholds, casting down imagination, bringing into captivities every tongue to the obedience of Christ. So there is something in you that the earth cannot deny. There is something in you that the earth cannot stop. That is why I always tell you, Sometimes when things get harder, that is when you realize that you are already close to your greatness. I tell one of my friends, listen, it's not about that everything is okay. That means you are doing well. No. Sometimes when things are tough, that is when they know whom you are. Because many people will be hoping to see, he will quit. But God will do what will give you that strength. And I decree, when things get tougher, may God never turn his back. May God give you strength that will make you to do more than you ever do before. Because there are a lot of people today who are secretly stalking you, monitoring all your affairs, monitoring everything about you, hoping and waiting for you to give up in order for them to celebrate. You know what I'm saying? There are a lot of people today who are stalkers. Trust me. They are secretly stalking you, hoping for you to give up. All their hope every day is just for you to give up, in order for them to celebrate, in order for them to jubilate, in order for them to be happy. Some people are just there monitoring, mobbing. All that they are just there is to make sure you quit. Is to make sure you give up. Is to make sure you surround. That is all that they are there doing. Majority of people up there are accurately just there, hoping to see things go tough. Hoping to see that you give up. Hoping to see that you refuse to win. But God disappoint them. God disappoint them because they can see the blessings of God all over you, bro. They can see the blessings of the Father all over your life. They can see what God is doing. They can see that you are no longer whom you do used to be. You are no longer living the life you do used to be. They can see that there is something great about you right now. That is why you need to understand that there are many people who are now like, let's see how he will do it. Let's see how he will make it. That is why I tell you, God is working, bro. God is accurately, absolutely working. Our God is absolutely marvelously working. Because when God opens your eyes to see how many battles that are going on without you being aware, you will understand that God is accurately working perfectly, protecting you, securing you. God is absolutely working for our good. And I believe that this is a season for us to be remembered. This is a season for us to do exploit. This is a season for us to be celebrated. This is a season for us to be jubilated. Yes, they have mocked us before, but affliction will not rise again. Yes, they have laughed, but affliction will not rise again. Yes, they have done things that they ought not to, but I'm here to tell you that things are getting better. They can see it. There are a lot of people today who are now regretting why they rejected you, bro. There are a lot of people today who are now like, how do you do it? Despite of all the setup, despite of all that they have done. There are a lot of people today who are wondering, how do you make it? How come? Everything about you is shocking them. I never know he would do in this way. I never know he would do in this way. I never know he would do in this way. He would do in this way. Oh, glory be to God. I never know he would do in this way. I never know he would do in this way. I never know he would turn my face this way. He would do in this way. He would do in this way. You know what I'm saying? I never know that the Lord will do it in this way. I know you yourself, when you look at what was going on around you, when you look at your life today, there's a reason to celebrate. There's a reason to say, Lord, I thank you. Because think about it. You are able to wake up. That is the highest blessing on earth. Believe me, because trust me, there are people today who are waiting to hear bad news from you. There are a lot of people today who they are just waiting to hear that something go wrong. But God decides not to allow it. God disappoints their devices. He keep promoting you. He keep enlarging you. despite of all that the enemies have towards you, despite of all the plots and the plans of the enemy, despite of all their hope, God still give you hope. You know what I'm saying? It's something that is annoying a lot of people, because without them, God still catapult you. Because trust me, there are people who never believe that you will be able to make it. There are many people, there are many people who never even believe that you will be able to see this particular day. Not take less of you being able to feed yourself, take care of yourself, look nice. There are many people who are angry, severely angry. When they look at you, they say, how come he is able to maintain himself like this? How come he's able to take care of himself like this? How come he's able to do all these things? He's looking so big, he's looking so nice. This is not what we expected. We never expect you to look good like it. Why do you ought to look good? Why do you ought to look? They expect us to look what ugly, but God decide to make us look good. Because we are wonderfully made. We are beautifully made. We belong to God. We resemble Him. Oh, we are wonderfully made. We are beautifully made. We belong to God. We resemble Him. That is why we owe Him excellence. Marvelous. Yeah, ready. So we are wonderfully made. When they look at us, they see the blessings of God. And that is why they hate us the most. That is why it looks like the more successful we become, instead of them to be happy with us, they become so pissed off. That is why the more successful we are doing on earth, the more haters we do what we have. That is why it looks like we are the cause of the problem. Because they never expect to see what they are seeing around us. You know what I'm saying? You may not value what you have, but there are a lot of people today who are mad, who are like wondering, how do you get it? There are a lot of people today who are angry, saying, how do you made it? It's just like last 3 years, there was one of my friends who used to tell me, Samson, if you don't do what they are doing, you won't be able to do it. You won't be able to get a job. You won't be able to do this. But all glory be to God, that yes, it may be small, but I'm grateful. Yes, it may look small, but I'm grateful. I'm happy. Because I'm not that kind of person that is not going to, think about it. I'm able to buy water and drink and relax. That's why you need to understand, brothers. If you are able to feed yourself, you are doing well. Don't bother yourself. What people are saying should be, we are not in this generation to make competition with nobody. That's why I love myself. Once I'm able to buy either biscuit, cabin, I'm able to buy pasta. They call it pasta here in Italy. I don't know what they call it in your place. What I'm able to buy rice, even without meat, I don't care. As long as I eat it, my body accepts it. I sleep and wake up. If you are doing competition with me secretly, that is your business. In fact, the thing I believe in my life, that competitions are made for failures. Yes, now, how can I be doing competition when I know that I'm wonderfully made, I'm blessed, I'm unique, I'm authentic, I'm complete in nature? Hey, God. And you want me to stress myself? Okay, Mr. Paul is doing better than me. Mr. Philip is doing, Mr. and Mrs. Joy. Joy. Francisca is doing better than me. I need to stress. I don't stress myself. Once I'm able to eat, bath, look nice, even if I don't have cream, I don't care. Once I'm able to eat, whether meat is in the soup, meat is nothing, I'm content. Because I know that the future is bright. I know that there is a lot to be expecting. There is a lot, there is abundant blessing on earth. So if you are up there, don't stress yourself because of the fact that people are doing better than you. Because trust me, there are still people who are better than them. And when you look at your life, you that is not complaining, when you look at your life, you can tell that there are those whom you are better than. That is to tell you that life is step by step. Don't stress yourself. Don't argue. Don't try to do the best you could do and allow God to do the rest. Do the things that you are able to do and allow our Father to handle the rest. Don't stress yourself, bro. Don't go to that point of having sleepless night. Because of the fact that, yes, we are born to think. We are born to think what to do. But don't let it bother you to that point where you start to do competition. You get what I'm saying? So may the Lord bless you and remain what? And remain blessed. I'm about to do what? To start work. So may God bless you. You know what I'm saying? And remain blessed. And if you have not subscribed, kindly subscribe and follow me also on Facebook and TikTok. You know what I'm saying? So on Facebook, we have 1,000 followers. So let's rock it to as many as we can. You know what I'm saying? So may God bless you. And also follow me on TikTok. You know what I'm saying? May God bless you and remain what? And remain blessed. You know what I'm saying? So remain blessed and may the Lord bless you.